Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we are talking about the hidden dangers of being your own boss and how to escape them. So, everyone loves to talk about the freedom of being your own boss, but no one really talks about the trap. So, what if I told you that working for yourself might actually be costing you more freedom, more money, and more energy than a 9 to 5 ever did? It's the brutal truth that no one warns you about until you're knee deep in burnout, drowning in to do lists, and wondering if you made the biggest mistake of your life. But stick with me because in this video, I'm going to show you how to escape the hidden traps of entrepreneurship so that doesn't happen to you and reveal the exact steps to finally experience the real freedom and the flexibility. I know that's why people get into business, but that real freedom and flexibility that you started this business for. So by the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap to build out a business that works for you and not one that owns you. I see this all the time. I talk about this all the time. Like we're from this our society teaches us to be workers, teaches us to be employees, right? Work, 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 do good in school, get a good job. And then what happens is when people go to start a business, they have an idea of what they think they should do, but they end up creating a job for themselves. And that's why they fall into these traps. So if you don't know who I am, hey there, I'm Heather Blaze, and I help coaches, consultants, and experts set up automated, scalable businesses that consistently enroll high-ticket clients without sacrificing their sanity or their soul. My clients don't just make 100,000 plus a year. Most of them are doing about 20,000 plus a month. But they do it on their own terms. They're doing about 20,000 plus per month, working around 20, 25 hours per week because we get the right systems set up. So it's a lot to set up. It's not easy. We've simplified the process very much so that it's just a roadmap. Like step one, learn this, implement this. Step two, kind of like baking a cake, because there's so many ingredients that come into creating a business that is successful and one that has time and money freedom to do what they want to do. So they make the money and they get to do it on their own terms from anywhere in the world and work with who they want, when they want. And I've been in the trenches. I've faced the overwhelm, the doubt, the long nights where you question everything, but I broke through. And now I've helped dozens and dozens of hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs build empires of wealth, freedom, and impact. So if you're relentless, if you're done settling for mediocrity and you're ready to dominate your market, you're in the right place. So in this video, we're going to cover, first of all, the invisible dangers of being your own boss that nobody really talks about, but that silently kills businesses every day. The second thing we're going to talk about is the real reason why hard work alone won't set you free and what will. And then the third thing we'll be talking about is the shift that you must make to reclaim your time, your power, and your profits. And then finally, I'll show you the exact system my clients use to turn chaos into consistent 5-figure months with high ticket clients. So let's dig into that truth behind the hustle and how to rise above it. So let's talk about something most people won't tell you when you decide to become your own boss. On the surface, entrepreneurship looks glamorous, the freedom, the flexibility, and unlimited income. But behind the scenes, it's a whole different story. And the truth is, being your own boss comes with hidden dangers that nobody warns you about. The first one is what I call entrepreneurial overfunctioning. When you're the boss, you don't just wear one hat, right? You wear all of them: the CEO, the coach, the copywriter, the VA, the strategist, the sales rep. It's like you've left your 9 to 5 job just to create 24/7 right? And you think that you're doing what it takes to succeed, but what you're actually doing is slowly drowning in your business. And as if the long hours weren't enough, there's another hidden danger that really creeps in quietly. And it's the lie that says you just need to work harder. But what if I told you that hard work is not your problem, and making more of it might actually be making things worse. Um, so let me just be clear, like the hard work has its place, but when hard work is your only strategy, you're not building a business, you're building a burnout machine. Okay, you're building that job for yourself, which is what we want to avoid. So you don't want to be working in your business, you want to be working on your business. Okay, it's like trying to fill a leaky bucket with a fire hose. No matter how much effort you pour in, you're still losing time, money, and energy because the structure itself is flawed. Okay. And that's exactly what was happening to Michelle, who's one of my clients. She was grinding harder than anyone I knew, launching constantly, always online, always pushing, but her income barely moved, right? She was focusing on the wrong things. And the reason why she was focusing on the wrong things is because she didn't know what she didn't know, right? So that's where I come in. It's like I remove the blind spots. So we took a step back and we realized that she didn't need to hustle harder. She needed a business model that was built for scaling. And after we redesigned her offer, we repositioned her expertise, and we plugged in the automation, she hit her first 8K month working less than ever before. So if you're stuck thinking that more hustle is the answer, here's the hard truth. It's not. Okay. But that leads us up to the next thing. The next step, the shift that really changes everything. Because once you understand that effort alone isn't enough, the next logical question is, what should I be doing instead? And the answer starts with a single powerful must make. You must stop thinking like a freelancer or like an employee and start operating and thinking like a CEO. I call it employee mindset to empire mindset. It's the first thing we work on, because without this, nothing else works. Nothing. Because just think about it. I don't know how old you are, 30, 40, 50 years old. How long have you been in that society, right? So for 30, 40, 50 years, depending on how old you are, you've been programmed by our society, our television, our friends, our family, our teachers. Everybody's been programmed to be a worker, to be an employee. They've never been shown how to be a successful business owner. There's a big difference. So it's not just about titles, it's about identity. So a freelancer earns money only when they work. They have to show up to make the money, right? An employee, same thing. Self-employed, same thing. A business owner, a CEO, right, builds systems that earn income even when they're offline, even when they're not showing up. So you're not here to be the busiest person in the room. You're here to be the architect of something bigger. So let me show you how this shift really works in real life. Okay. So Jordan is a good example. Super sharp consultant, came to me exhausted. Her calendar was full, but her bank account was not. She was charging hourly, consistently chasing the next deal with zero predictability. And together we designed a results-driven premium offer. We implemented a simple automation system and used my, what I call increase, INCREASE, increase framework to convert those dream clients consistently. And that shift from labor to architect took her from 1K to 12K months. And she finally had her evenings back. Okay. So this isn't just about income, it's about independence. But here's something that I really want to address, because maybe right now you're hearing all this and thinking, okay, but what if I already tried this and it didn't work? Super valid question. And it's one that I hear all the time. But I want you to hear me when I say this. You're not broken. Okay. You're not broken. It's your business model that's broken. Okay. So let's unpack what's really holding you back and how to move forward. So the next thing I want to talk about is this, right? You're not alone. You're not broken. You're not alone and you're not broken. So most entrepreneurs don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they feel alone. Okay, it's part of it. And you see everyone's highlight reel on social media, but behind the scenes, they're dealing with the same stress, doubt, and roller coaster income that you are. So you're not the only one staying up late trying to figure it out. Figure out why your launch flopped, or that challenge or whatever. You're not the only one who secretly Googled, should I quit my business? Um, I've been there too. I've cried at my desk. I've doubted if I was cut out for this. I mean, last time I had a job was 2003, so it's been a while, but I've been there. I've wondered if I was making it harder than it needs to be. And considered going back to corporate, but then I was just like, oh my gosh, no, I just need to keep persevering. I need to keep, finding the answers, reaching out to different coaches to hone in, my weaknesses, basically. And I've always made it through, right? For over 20 years now. So 22 years. Yeah. But anyway, everything changed when I really stopped trying to guess my way to success and started following a proven system. Right? It's all been done before. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I got help, I got serious, and I built the very framework that now helps my clients break through in record time. So you don't need to figure this out alone. You just need someone who's walked the path and knows where the shortcuts are. And that's why I created the Fast Track to Money Blueprint so that you can skip the guesswork and build a real profitable business that runs like a machine, right? Proven processes. All right, I promised you something extra here. And here offers more funnels, more content, more hustle. But in reality, success comes from subtraction, simplifying. Okay. One of the most powerful moves you can make in your business is cutting out everything that doesn't drive results. That's what I did with my client, Rachel. Okay. She had a 6-step funnel, 5 lead magnets, 3 low ticket offers, 1 massive headache, basically. We simplified her entire system down to 1 premium offer, 1 webinar, 1 system to enroll high ticket clients. Her income tripled in 60 days, and she did it working 50% less. And here's a little known tip that we used. We flipped her sales process upside down. So instead of chasing leads or running endless ads to cold traffic, we positioned her as the prize with a few little shifts in her messaging and our proprietary niche and coding system. Dream clients really started reaching out to her. And that one strategy alone changed everything. And because we got so clear, right, with my proprietary niche and coding system, we get so deep into the psychology of the prospect's mind, of their ideal client's mind, that the messaging is like she can describe their problem and what and the solution to it better than they can, right? So because we go so deep on that, and we get so clear on that, and we figure out what they want, what price they would ideally pay, how to communicate it so that they think it's a bargain. Like all these things go into that, right? Without having that clarity, it's really hard to be able to sell something of value. Anyway, I'll be breaking that down exactly how it works inside my free masterclass. So this isn't just surface level content. Okay. I go deep on how to stop being stuck in the weeds and finally build the high ticket, high profit business that you were meant to build. So if you made it this far, I know one thing: you're not here to play small. Okay. You've got the talent, the drive, you want to make an impact, and you've got the calling to lead at the highest level. And I want to help you get there fast. So here's what to do next. Head to the link in the description and sign up for my free masterclass. In that training, I'll walk you through how to attract premium clients without burnout, the exact systems my clients use to hit consistent 10K to 50K plus months, and how to create an offer so irresistible that clients practically sell themselves into it. So this training is for serious coaches, consultants, and experts only. Those who are those who are really done guessing and doing that hoping and praying and guessing strategy. Those that are really ready to dominate their niche and start making some really good sales. So spots fill up quickly though. So go grab yours now. And while you're at it, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like the video, and drop a comment in below. Answer for me, like what's the biggest challenge that you're facing in your business right now? Put that in the comments below. Also, you could give a hashtag live if you're here live, or you could give a hashtag replay if you're here on the replay. And yeah, post any questions in there and I will be glad to answer those. If you have any specific questions that you're maybe stuck on or spinning your wheels around on how to get the right people finding you, calling you, and paying you consistently, you can drop that in the comments too. I personally read every comment and I'll be dropping some value in the replies. So let's bring it all together. Today, we uncovered the hidden dangers of being your own boss, the overwork, the burnout, the isolation. We talked about why hard work alone isn't the answer and the powerful mindset shift that changes everything. We looked at real client wins and showed you a better, faster, more sustainable path forward. The truth, you don't need any more hustle. You need the right strategy, the right systems, the right guide to get you there. And I believe that guide is me. So don't wait. This is your turning point. Sign up for the free training now and join the movement of entrepreneurs who are building real wealth, real freedom, and real impact. And here's a little teaser. Okay, in the next video, it's going to pop up right here, right here. I'm going to share why following your passion is bad for business. Trust me, you do not want to miss that one. I will see you there and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.